A debate unfolds as the defense team for an alleged murderer sought a gag order today. Good evening. Thanks for watching tonight. I'm Todd Blackington. Anthony Blake Viles was scheduled to appear in court for his preliminary hearing this morning, but that was rescheduled to late June. Instead, the man accused of beating his 6-year-old son to death 2 weeks ago got a front row seat to a debate over what information the public is entitled to in this case. KPVI has been aggressive in protecting the rights of the public while preserving the integrity of the case. Still, the defense wanted more. Phil Campbell was in the courthouse for all of this. He joins us now live from our Pocatello newsroom. So, Phil, I understand they're trying to get a gag order here.
Well, Todd, that's exactly right. The defense has some real concerns over their ability to get a fair trial, but the state feels differently. During this morning's motion for a gag order, the defense called 2 witnesses, one from the Pocatello Police Department and one from court records. Captain Felsman was asked how the department handles cases like this, and he said that they normally only release a name and the information from the criminal complaint. He went on to say that it would surprise him to see a police report in a court file, but also said that he was not familiar with what exactly goes in a court file. After examining Idaho's Public Record Act and the Freedom of Information Act, KPVI requested to view the court file for the Viles case and received permission to use it.
Did Mr. Pearson ever express any hesitation about the information being released?
Not at that time, no.
Okay, do you recall what he said?
He said yes.
Yes, that it could be released?
It could, and that just go up and get that form.
Were copies allowed to be made by the media of the police reports?
Yes.
Okay. And was that done in the clerk's office?
I had made 6 copies for Channel 6.
Okay. Did you make copies for anybody else? Any other media?
Channel 8. I meant, excuse me, the newspaper.
Okay. Idaho State Journal?
Yes.
KPVI deliberately left certain names out of the report to preserve the integrity of the investigation, but we cannot speak for other media outlets. That's part of the reason that the defense would like to have a gag order in place.
Any prosecuting attorney has an obligation to ensure that, first, the victims are protected from the disclosure of confidential information which could potentially harm them or their family or cause additional injury to them. Second, we have to protect the integrity of the judicial process, that is, protect the defendant's rights. There's a special rule that prosecutors have under the ethical rules which requires that they do not disclose information which could jeopardize the case and possibly taint the jury pool in the community.
The prosecution counters this claim by saying it's a fundamental right for the public to be informed.
In terms of what public records requests they make or access they have to the court file, that's up to the courts ultimately in regards to the motion to seal file. But the state believes in an open policy to the public and that this should be a transparent policy and a transparent proceeding, and that the community has a right to know what's going on in our judicial system.
Now, as for the original reason for today's hearing, Viles' prelim has been rescheduled for June 28th. Todd, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Phil. The judge has also not made a decision on the gag order just yet. Right now,